Here's to the windup is Martinez. There's going to be a ground ball through the middle. It's going to score two. Two RBI single on a first pitch breaking ball. Great job of hitting there by Abigail Aguilar. Just took a hanging breaking ball, shot it straight back through the middle, scoring Rodriguez and Davis.
Sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, online at ksvptv.com is presented by Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric Cooperative, Dion's Pizzas, Salads, and Subs, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Farmers Country Market, Bergie's Plumbing and Heating, Maupin and Brown Dentistry, National Furniture Liquidators, Pecos Valley Equipment, Plateau, Richland Dodge, Richland GM, Roswell Honda, Roswell Hyundai, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, and Wakefield Oil. Now, on to the action. Are rates and inflation getting you down? Roswell Nissan thinks 0 is a much better number, as in 0.0% on brand new 2025 Nissan Pathfinders, and low rates on brand new Armadas, Rogues, and Altimas. Roswell Nissan is the home of the largest used car supercenter in the state. A massive selection of trucks and SUVs, including a huge selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. And now through May 31st, get no payments for 90 days, and payments as low as $199 a month. Think low, think 0 at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher education journey? Join the more than 5,700 current Greyhounds on their journey to student success. Eastern New Mexico University offers the most affordable higher education degree in the Southwest, and New Mexico residents can go to school tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. With online or in-person degrees, ENMU is the right choice for you. For more information, visit enmu.edu. ENMU, student success, that's what we're about.
Hey, CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Attention Roswell Coyote fans! Do you love your car? Well, Roswell Hyundai wants to help you keep your current car with a lower payment. Introducing Refi with Hyundai. Roswell Hyundai wants to help you refinance your current vehicle with rebates and discounts to lower your payment. If you're ready to upgrade, Roswell Hyundai has a fresh inventory of new and pre-owned vehicles. With special financing available, Hyundai can help regardless of your credit with I-10 accepted. Don't forget, all new Hyundais come with a 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty and 2 years of free oil changes. So upgrade your ride or refi with Hyundai. Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd, a proud supporter of Roswell Coyote Sports.
It's a great time to buy a Kubota. From America's #1 selling compact tractor to zero-turn mowers and versatile RTVs. Get your perfect match delivered to your door now through June 30th. Get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, or up to $3,000 off an L3302 compact Kubota tractor. Now through 6/30/2025. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information. Visit Amigo Machinery in Roswell or see us online at amigo-machinery.com.
Welcome, baseball fans, to the Nissan Credit Union State Baseball Tournament. We're here at the 3A level, a contest today between the New Mexico Military Institute Colts and the Sandia Prep Sun Devils. This is a 9 versus 1 seed matchup here in the quarterfinals of the state baseball tournament. For the Colts today, pitching is Nicholas Barcenas. He's a left-handed hurler, wears number 7. His battery mate will be Nicholas Barcelo. Defensive lineup for the Colts from first base to third base. At first base, junior number 15, Grant Maloney. At second base, senior number 1, Javier Yepes. At shortstop, number 5, senior Tinga Baloney. And at third base, we got senior number 4, Noah Martinez. Leading off for the Sun Devils, we'll give you the outfield after this first at-bat. Leading for the Sun Devils is Landon Hardcastle. Wears number 25, right-handed hitter, plays center field. He takes the first pitch fastball up high for ball one. And we are underway here in the quarterfinals of the Sandia Credit Union 3A State Baseball Tournament.
A little bit windy up here, Coach.
It is a bit. I am joined today by, there's a fastball down and in. It's a two-hopper to third base. Martinez picks it up, fires across the diamond for out number one.
Had to double hop it there. Skipped it off of his leg there first, but picked it up quickly and got it over to first base in time to get that first out.
Nice. So Hardcastle is out number one on the 5-3 putout. I'm joined today by Jeff Gunn, the Sports Information Director for New Mexico Military Institute.
Good to be here. Thank you for coming down. I know that this is a lot of work. You've already been working your tail off today.
There's a elevated first pitch fastball to Logan Lemons, the shortstop for the Sun Devils, and he swings and misses at it. Right-handed hitter facing the left-handed pitcher for the Colts. There's a high two-seam fastball on the outside edge, swing and a miss.
A little bit of a gamble here today, like you said, Coach. We're not pitching Maloney. We're not pitching Appies. We're starting Barcenas. So Coach Blackwell trying to take a little bit of a gamble here in game one and try and get some runs, get to go ahead of steam, and maybe save a pitcher for games 2 and 3 in this.
Right, it's always a gamble here. You got to decide either game 1 or game 3. Barcenas on the 0-2 misses with a good elevated fastball. Good pitch execution there, but Lemons did not make a pass at that, so it's 1 and 2 on the Sun Devil shortstop. Barcenas sets, another elevated fastball, not competitive there, an easier take there.
Now, whenever you were coaching at this level, Coach, did they have the pitch counts, and what were you telling your pitchers in these situations?
In the last 2 years, my last 2 years at Goddard, we started the pitch counts, and you just wanted to start. But there's the first breaking ball from Barcenas, and he misses up high. It's full count. You want to manage him. You're hoping to get that starting pitcher in with between 12 to 15 pitches in the first inning, and then hopefully he'll settle down enough to manage his way through the game. There's an inside fastball swing and a miss, and Lemons is Barcenas' first strikeout of the ball game for out number 2 here. Good location there. He'd been showing Barcenas away. Then he comes with the fastball in, and good execution there to get under the barrel of Lemons. That'll bring up today's starting pitchers for the Sun Devils, Jonas.
And it is Mahbub.
Mahbub.
Yes, sir.
And he takes a hack at a first pitch fastball. He's a little tardy, fouls it off to the right side. He's down the count 0-1. Now, Coach Gunn, these two teams have met this year, and what's been the...
We've had 3 games against them because they are a team that is in our district. So we played 2 games at our place, or 2 games at their place, 1 at ours, and we won all 3. I'll get you scores on those here in just a second.
There's a good breaking ball in on the hands of Mahbub, and he check swings but could not check it. He fouls the ball to the right side. He's down 0-2. And Barcenas is 1 pitch away from putting the Sun Devils down in order here in the top of the first inning.
So game 1 was at our place, and we won that 13-3, and then we won 2 at theirs, 8-0 and 20-1.
There's a good elevated fastball, and Barcenas gets his second strikeout of the inning. Jonas Mahbub is out number 3 on the swing and the miss, and the Sun Devils go down in orders. Zeros across the board, no hits, no runners left on base, no cold airs, and no Sun Devil runs. We will be back on KSBPTV.com, audio only, and Roswell's Talk FM, 106.5 KEND radio after this short break.
All right. So
at Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details, 2nd and Sycamore, and 1309 Southeast Main.
Are you ready to succeed? At ENMU Roswell, they cater to your educational needs. Their dedicated facilities and faculties provide you with an exceptional learning experience. From academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education, ENMU Roswell offers a wide variety of certifications and degree programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Register now on campus or online at roswell.enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell. Success starts here.
Gage Thompson.
Welcome back to the Sandia Credit Union 3A State Baseball Championship here on the west side of Albuquerque. Conditions have been pretty good all day today, but it's gotten a little windy here late in the evening. The Colts coming to the plate, looking to jump ahead early here. The lineup for the Colts, senior second baseman Javier Yepes will be leading off. He will be followed by Michael Ortega, the junior left fielder, and in the hole will be the senior shortstop, Tegan Maloney. They will be facing Jonas Mabuk, a right-handed hurler. Say he's about 6'1".
Yeah, big, tall, lanky pitcher there on the hill. Try and get that downward momentum and a little extra velocity due to the height.
Oh yes, if he can get down the hill, he could get on top of some stuff. Yep, he's hitting at a 476 clip on the year. He wears number 1. He's a left-handed hitter. It'll be a challenge to get a ball out of the park here as the wind is blowing straight in here on field number 1 at Jennifer Reardon Complex here on the west side of Albuquerque.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a day to elevate to celebrate right now.
Maboo, first pitch breaking ball to Yepes, and it misses down and in at his feet, ball 1. Yeah, elevation here. Of course, it could be a tricky play for any defenders involved. Sun Devil outfield is extremely deep in center field, medium depth at the corners. Yepes shows bunt, takes the fastball at the belt in for strike 1, evens the count at 1-1.
Well, with Barcenas on the hill, this is the Colts' chance to try and slip a pitcher, so to speak, but they've got to hit the ball. So they need to score some runs to get them some backup on this.
That's always the gamble. You know, there's a belief that you got to throw your number 1 to win. There's a curveball fouled off right at the plate. Kind of a hanging curveball. Yepes' eyes got pretty big.
They did.
Don't know if it was down in the zone enough for him, but he swung and fouled it off at the plate. He's down 1-2. You throw your number 1 pitcher in game 1, and then you're at 2 or 3 for game 2, and then it's once again 2 or 3 for the championship if you get that far. There's a fastball bounced in behind Yepes, I believe. There evens the count at 2-2.
You got to figure that Barcenas is going to be on a tight leash there by Coach Blackwell. If anything starts going wrong, they will probably make the move to Yepes or Tegan Maloney on the mound very quickly. But you still got to score runs, Coach. That's the big thing. And the Colts have been hitting a lot better of late.
There's a breaking ball, swing and a miss.
And as I say that, we go down on strikes.
Yepes out in front of a curveball from Maboob for out number 1. If you can get ahead with your number 1 pitcher on the mound in game 1, you can pull him at 50 pitches and have him for game 3. But like I said, it's always a gamble. Now up at the plate, junior left fielder, number 2, Michael Ortega. Ortega, right-handed hitter. Maboob to the windup. There's a fastball on the outside edge, swing and a miss. And Jonas is up on Michael Ortega, 1 strike. I believe Ortega is a local kid from Roswell.
He is, yes, sir. Struggled a little bit at the plate this year, but came on like a lot of our hitters did towards the tail end of the season. I think we finally just started seeing enough live pitching, and it really started to help.
Nice. And the second pitch to Ortega is a slider that misses wide. Off the dish in the left-handed batter's box. Good take from Ortega. Another slider misses badly. Easy take for Ortega there. Matter of fact, good job by the catcher to slide out and catch that. No runners on base, though. 2-1, Ortega's up. Nobody on base. The wind blowing in sharply from left center field to directly to home plate. Another breaking ball. Maybe a scouting report on Ortega is lots of breaking balls.
And that's exactly right. If they scouted him, they would know that. He can hit the fastball, but he struggles a little bit on the bender.
3-1 delivery from Mahbub to Ortega. It's a breaking ball, and he induces the ground ball at the shortstop. Fine play out there. Fires across, but the throw pulls the first baseman off, and Ortega reaches first base on the E6.
Excellent, excellent. Get on base. Now let's get over into scoring position and see what we can do.
Right, Lemons fielded the ball cleanly, but made the throw wide and pulled off Mateo Herrera over at first base. And the Colts, with one out here in the bottom of the first, have a runner on base with Tegan Maloney up at the plate. Maloney wears number 5. He's another left-handed hitter.
Best batting average on the team.
What's he hitting at?
All right, now you're going to make me look at 534 on the season.
534, and he takes the first pitch fastball up and away. In my viewing of Tegan and with the conditions today, I'm probably going to approach him up with fastballs and get him to hit the ball in the air.
Yeah, try and get him to.
He does have a nice launch angle swing coming from the left side. Good ball player. He takes the fastball above the belt right there where I suggested for called strike 1.
Well, one of the things that Coach Blackwell did towards the tail end of the season that helped increase some of the batting averages is you'll notice we have hitters that even in the 8 spot, Grant Maloney hitting over 400, but he dropped him down to that spot just so that we could have a little extra weight at the bottom of the half of the order.
Right, there's a breaking ball in. Tegan lifts it out of play to the left side. He's down in the count, 0-2. That was a good breaking ball headed for Tegan's back knee, which is the way a right-handed pitcher wants to approach a power-hitting lefty like Maloney. Let's see if he goes back up away and elevates the fastball and tries to get Maloney to lift the ball. Good lead over at first base by Ortega. See if Coach Blackwell puts him in motion, anticipating breaking ball. And he does throw breaking ball, and it hits Maloney in the right leg. Maloney will go to first base on the hit by pitch. And Ortega will trot down to second base. And with one out, the Colts have a runner in scoring position. And Constantino Scopoletti, the Colts center fielder, up to the plate. That's a mouthful from
that is.
Scopoletti.
He got the ball a lot in football, and so we just called him Constantino. We didn't even worry about the last name half of the time on the PA system.
He's a right-handed hitter. He takes the first pitch fastball down and away for ball 1. Scopoletti's a junior, wears number 13. And I'll count on Mr. Gunn to let us know where these young men live or where they come from to New Mexico Military Institute.
You're going to make me look that one up because I am not sure. I want to say that he is one of our Mexican national kids, but I will have to look that up.
Good slider down and away from Mahbub, and it's a swing and a miss to even the count at 1-1. With the depth of the Sun Devil outfield, any ball that touches the grass out there should score Ortega rather easily here. There's a slider again on the outside corner above the belt, but called strike 2.
So Scopelitis is one of our kids from Sinaloa, Mexico. So
nice. And these kids are staying in Roswell past graduation. Graduation has happened at New Mexico Military Institute, and they're here playing baseball.
That's exactly
up in Albuquerque. Scopoletti does a good job there to spoil a good slider away from Mahbub. Good competitive slider off the plate, and Scopoletti spoils it, and we'll do 1-2 once again.
As Coach Villarreal said, excellent pitch right there. That's a strikeout pitch, and whenever you do that on the mound and you don't get it, you die a little bit inside. I've been there, I know.
They've been showing Scopoletti the way. Let's see if they come back in now with the fastball. Oh, it's the breaking ball.
Oh, pretty pitch there.
Over the heart of the plate, and Scopoletti is out number 2 looking. Good breaking ball. He's showing 2 breaking balls here, one with more vertical movement, and then the harder slider with the horizontal movement. That'll bring to the plate the backstop for the Colts junior, Nicholas Barcelo. Barcelo wears number 20.
Just to take over 300 at 304 on the season for the Colts.
Yes, but Barcelo, I would imagine Coach Blackwell, he sees a first pitch breaking ball, misses down and away for ball one. Coach Blackwell has him in there because this young man's arm, he has some serious arm talent behind the dish.
He really does. We got the defensive stats. We'll talk a little bit about that, but I think he's thrown out like 15 kids on the season, and that's not bad at the 3A high school level.
Right, not afraid to back pick. There's a hanging
Oh,
curveball.
look at this.
Check swing,
Oh.
and Lemons runs it down and catches the dying slow liner out behind second base for out number 3, Barcelo on the L6. And the Colts will strand 2 runners here in the bottom of the first inning. For the Colts, in the bottom of the first, no hits, 2 runners left on base, 1 Sun Devil error, and no Colt runs. At the end of 1 complete inning, the Sun Devils 0, the New Mexico Military Institute Colts 0. We'll be back on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND radio after this short break.
Attention Roswell Coyote fans. When you have a history of greatness, the real challenge starts after the finish line. When victory alone isn't enough, raise your bar, keep dreaming, and go beyond the limits that you thought possible. The new 2024 Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot, part of the Roswell Honda Rugged Trail Sport lineup. Roswell Honda, proud supporter of all Roswell High School sports.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on, with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
Welcome back to action here at the Sandia Credit Union 3A quarterfinals. A matchup today between the Sandia Prep Sun Devils, a team from here in Albuquerque, and the New Mexico Military Institute Coats from Roswell. Southeastern New Mexico having a pretty good day today. Artesia softball team with a victory. Artesia baseball team with a victory. Goddard baseball team with a victory. And the Gateway Warriors with the victory. They'll be playing in the finals tomorrow. Barcelonas is set. He is going to start off with Ethan Dudley, cleanup hitter, and there's a first pitch fastball in the outside corner for a called strike 1. Ethan Dudley is listed as the DH today. Right-handed hitter. He wears number 3. Facing the left-hander, Barcelonas. There's a fastball, and it's skied to the right side. Deep fly ball, fading foul territory, and it's a fine play out in right field by Rudolfo Anaya. He made the play, fading to the fence for out number 1, F9. Dudley goes down. That will bring to the plate number 35, Rowan Wessler. He is the first baseman today. Another right-handed hitter for the Sun Devils. Barcelonas, left-hander, works 100% from the stretch. Here's a kick, good fastball on the inside, misses just in the river for ball 1. Good firm velocity from Barcelonas. Good high arm slot there. There's a ground ball sharply hit out to second base. It's fielded cleanly by Yepes. Fires over to Grant Maloney, and that's out number 2 on the 4-3 putout. Got in on the hands of Wessler. Jam shot out to Yepes. Yepes fielded it cleanly, threw a strike over to Grant Maloney, and it's out number 2. That'll bring to the plate number 9, Mateo Herrera. Now I must have an error here. He's listed as the first baseman. He's a left-handed hitter there. I will find out where Rowan Wessler is playing. First left-on-left matchup here, and a fastball misses up and away. Ball 1 to Mateo Herrera. Barcelonas comes set. There's a fastball in under his hands. It's a swing and a miss. 1-1's the count. Windy conditions are going to make it difficult to score runs here. These teams are going to need to put base runners on and string hits together. There's a good fastball miss down and away. 2-1 is the count on Mateo Herrera, who I believe is the Sun Devil first baseman. But I have 2 first basemen listed.
Uh-oh.
So we'll get that checked out. Elevated fastball, good execution there. That's a swing and a miss from Mateo Herrera on the elevated fastball from Barcelonas. It's Barcenas, not Barcelonas, Barcenas. Here's the 1-2 delivery, breaking ball, it's skied to the left side. Anaya fading back, he's getting turned around, and he makes the fingertip catch running toward the fence.
Wow.
It is a ESPN highlight. Phil, even though he made it a little more difficult on himself, this wind had him turning a couple of different ways. An extremely deeply hit ball, but Rodolfo Anaya with the outstanding catch out in right field, and that will send the Sun Devils down in order in the top of the second here. No hits, no runners left on base, no Colt errors, and no Sun Devil runs at the end of 1.5. 0 for the Sun Devils, 0 for the Colts. We'll be back after this short break on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND Radio and KSVPTV.com after this break.
Attention Goddard Rocket fans. Do you love your car? Well, Roswell Hyundai wants to help you keep your current car with a lower payment. Introducing Refi with Hyundai. Roswell Hyundai wants to help you refinance your current vehicle with rebates and discounts to lower your payment. If you're ready to upgrade, Roswell Hyundai has a fresh inventory of new and pre-owned vehicles. With special financing available, Hyundai can help regardless of your credit with I-10 accepted. Don't forget, all new Hyundais come with a 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty and 2 years of free oil changes. So upgrade your ride or refi with Hyundai. Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd, proud supporter of Goddard Rocket Sports.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Welcome back to the Sandia Credit Union 3A quarterfinals. State baseball tournament in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Leading off for the Colts will be third baseman Noah Martinez. He's a senior, wears number 4. Right-handed hitter facing Jonas Mabub, and he throws a first pitch slider down and away for ball 1.
Martinez, 262 batting average on this season. 14 singles, 2 doubles, and 1 triple.
There's a fastball, misses down and away, 2-0 to the leadoff hitter, Martinez. For those of you tuning in, I'm joined today by New Mexico Military Institute Sports Information Director, Jeff Gunn. And there's a hanging slider, jams. Martinez, it's a jam shot out to second base. It's fielded cleanly, and Martinez is out number 1 on the 4-3 putout.
Right now, a pitcher's duel, Coach. Game going pretty quickly. Only been 1 or 2 runners on base, if I recall.
Yes, the Colts have had 2 runners on, and the Sun Devils have had 1. It wasn't a jam shot. I think Martinez got that off the cap of his bat to be excellent. To correct there. This will bring up Richard West. Left-handed hitter takes a first pitch breaking ball, called strike 1. Like the take from West early in the count. Used to have to scold Coach Brackwell quite a bit when he used to swing at first pitch breaking balls when he played for us over at Goddard. There's another breaking ball down at the feet, swing and a miss, 0-2.
He did the same thing as a Bronco for us too, so yeah, he didn't change one bit, Coach.
I used to have to ask him, Brad, are you a first pitch breaking ball hitter? No, Coach, I like fastballs. Then why are you swinging there?
Exactly. And you're in the leadoff position for
right.
us because we want you on base, we want your speed, right?
Great player for us over at Goddard. A slew of Goddard alumni in the coaches in the dugout over there coaching for the Colts. There's another good breaking ball, and boy, West did a great job to fight that off and stay alive. He's still down 0-2.
Well, you probably saw a lot of the Goddard and Roswell and NMMI alum that are standing around watching this game. You've got Porras down there, and you've got Alan Edmondson and Coach Cook, our Bronco coach, and I saw several others too. So
Right. There's another breaking ball in. He does a good job to foul it off. Mahbub just bearing those sliders in on Martinez's hands. Thought Coach Blackwell was going to call for an offensive timeout, but no, it's still 0-2. See if Mahbub goes with the elevated fastball away against Richard West, who's playing DH today for the Colts. He's a senior. Where's number 22? There's the backdoor breaking ball, and it sneaks in there for a called strike 3. That is Mahbub's third strikeout of the day. Got Richard West looking. Richard kind of gave up on that looping breaking ball, and it came in the back door there.
certainly did. And I was seeing if they posted the stats of Mr. Mahbub online on Max Preps, but I don't see them as of yet. But I'm going to keep on looking, Coach.
Sounds good. That'll bring to the plate junior first baseman number 15, Grant Maloney. First pitch slider misses up and away for ball 1.
And as I say that, I find it immediately, right?
What's he sitting at ERA-wise here?
5.52.
5.52, not bad for a high school pitcher. There's another slider on the outside edge, called strike 1.
And he's just a sophomore too, Coach, so big,
good.
Tall kid. He may grow a few more inches too.
Right, good size. I'd say he's probably about 6'1" out there on the mound. Maloney, 1-1 count to Grant. There's another breaking ball. This one, not the slider, it's the true curveball, and it catches the heart of the plate. Grant is down 1-2.
Somebody definitely did their scouting work on us. We are a fastball team. We love to hit the fastball. It doesn't matter how fast it is, but breaking balls tend to give us a little bit of fits, and we're just going to have to stay back in the box, stay back on the back leg, and swing through, Coach.
Yeah, that's good. Coach Blackwell's going to have to make an adjustment here when he gets some runners on. Maybe you have to play some small ball. I realize he does not want to do that with Yepes or Maloney. There, Mahbub reached back and got a little bit, and he overthrew that and missed wildly in the left-handed batter's box. Evens the count at 2-2. A lot of these young pitchers, when they think their coach wants them to reach back, they tense up a little bit and try to overthrow instead of just relaxing and throwing through that baseball. Here's the 2-2 delivery to Maloney. It's back to the breaking balls. That was the straight curveball again, and it misses in the left-handed batter's box. Full count to Maloney.
Now, you took a lot of teams to state. Did you have any specific advice that you like to give those guys?
No, you just want to come out and approach it as it's just another ball game. There's a good job, Maloney fouling off a big breaking ball there. You want to approach it as it's another ball game and just play one game at a time, one out at a time. Being the pitching coach, we wanted to approach hitters one pitch at a time, try to get ahead, and limit the free baseball. No free bases.
Good call. Grant Maloney, probably one of the third or fourth best hitters on the team for the Colts, but hitting in that 8 spot to try and help out the bottom part of the order.
He sits back on a breaking ball, and he hits it over to third base. Third baseman Rowan Weisler picks it up, fires across the diamond, and Maloney will be out number 3 on the 5-3 putout. So the Colts go down in order, zeros across the board, no hits, no runners left on base, no Sun Devil errors, and at the end of 2 complete, it is the Sun Devil 0, the Colts 0. We'll be back after this short break on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND Radio.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Attention Goddard Rocket fans. When you have a history of greatness, the real challenge starts after the finish line. When victory alone isn't enough, raise your bar, keep dreaming, and go beyond the limits that you thought possible. The new 2024 Honda Ridgeline Passport and Pilot, part of the Roswell Honda Rugged Trail Sport lineup. Roswell Honda, proud supporter of all Goddard High School sports.
Welcome back to the Sandia Credit Union 3A State Baseball Tournament. Quarterfinal matchup here between the New Mexico Military Institute Colts and the Sandia Prep Sun Devils. We're tied at zeros here in the top of the third inning for the Sun Devils. Mr. Barcenas will face Lucas Ruelas, the right fielder for the Sun Devils. First pitch fastball on the outside edge, and it's fouled off into the Colt dugout. And Barcenas is up one strike on the Sun Devil right fielder.
Good job by Barcenas. This is a 7, 8, 9 spots, and you know if you're pitching to that part of the order in the third inning, you haven't let anybody on base or you've doubled somebody off.
Right, there's a fastball in under the hands, and Ruelas fouls it off to the left side. Barcenas is up on the hitter, 0-2.
You made the point earlier, Coach, about free baseball, and this could be what ends up winning this game is, you know, a walk, pass ball, you know, those kinds of things, easy bases, and then, you know, a clutch base hit down the stretch.
Right, there's an elevated fastball, misses for ball one. 1-2 on it. What's up? Visited here by old friend of mine, Alan Evanson, ex-Goddard, ex-Oregon Mountain head coach. There's a breaking ball, and it's fouled off at the plate. 1-2 will remain the count.
I tried to get Mr. Edmondson to come on to the mic, but he's being shy right now. So,
Lucas Ruelas, left-handed hitter, left-on-left matchup here, facing Barcenas. See if Barcenas goes back in with a good fastball here, and he does, and it's fouled off to the left side. I think if Barcenas can elevate that fastball just a little bit, he'll get above Ruelas' barrel.
Barcenas been battling injuries this whole entire year. Had a hamstring pull the last couple of weeks, and before that he had the trap muscles and couldn't swing a bat. Still played, though.
As soon as we call for it, there's the elevated fastball, and Ruelas has a swing and a miss, and it's out number one, that being the third strikeout for Barcenas in this ball game. That'll bring up to the plate number 44, Mike Clenahan. He is the catcher for the Sun Devils. Doing a fine job back there for Maboob. He's a right-handed hitter. First pitch, ball one to the Sun Devil catcher.
I think the hitters are a little intimidated by the wind kind of blowing in at them, Coach, a little bit. Is that affecting some stuff too here?
It does. That's one of those mental parts of the game that a hitter's got to get over. You don't have to force yourself to try to hit it. There's a swing and a miss on a fastball away. Evens the count at 1-1 on Clenahan. The backstop. You don't want to try to force yourself to hit the ball down. You just want to be down through the ball, try to create some line drives. There's a fastball missed badly, brought Barcelos, right?
Barcelos. Barcelos is a co-catcher. Yes, sir.
Catcher. Barcelo out of his stance. It's 2-1
My bad.
2-1 on Clenahan. Barcenas comes set. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Good fastball in. It just misses the Sun Devil catcher. It's a 3-1 count. That's only the second 3-ball count by Barcenas to a Sun Devil hitter. One down here in the top of the third inning, this 0-0 ball game between the Colts and the Sun Devils. There's a fastball up. It's shot out to right field. Anaya came running in and decided to play it on the hop. I think it's a good decision by Anaya there not to let this ball get by him. Outfield errors in these conditions can be extremely costly. And there is the first hit for the Sun Devils in the third inning, a single out to right field by Mike Clenahan. That'll bring up number 15, Gage Thompson, the Sun Devil second baseman. Another right-handed hitter.
I was going to say Barcelo, we talked about his prowess behind the plate. He has caught all but like 12 innings for the Colts there, so been the mainstay catcher And he has. He's thrown out 12 kids on 22 stolen base attempts. So not bad. Not bad at all for AAA baseball.
That's outstanding. And like I said earlier, he shows some next-level arm talent. There's a kick and a fastball painted on the inside corner for called strike one on the Sun Devil second baseman, Gage Thompson. I'm sure Coach Chris Cook will be taking a good long look at Barcelo, the catcher behind the plate. Can't have enough good catchers. Here's a kick and the fastball misses up. Evens the count at 1-1.
Well, we just had a local great catcher with Jeremy Barola, played for Roswell High, who just graduated from the Bronco baseball team and NMMI. So we like to recruit locally, and it's a fun thing.
There's a first pick attempt over to first base. Good job by Grant Maloney to come off the bag and go get that ball.
It's one of the advantages to have that big, tall first baseman.
Right, there's one of those plays we're talking about. That gets away. There's a free baseball, 90 feet, moving a runner into scoring position. 1-1 the count on the Sun Devil second baseman, Gage Thompson. Barcenas kicks. There's a fastball swing and a miss. Good job getting it inside on Thompson to beat him there. 1-2. I do see Coach Cook out here. Lots of talent in these upper divisions, 3, 4, and 5A, for Coach Cook to take an opportunity to try to recruit somebody. Good lead over at first base by Clenahan if he's the runner, if not a courtesy runner. There's the pick. He dives back in safely.
As you talked about that lead, he took a couple more steps, and that finally got Barcenas' attention, and he decided he better go back to the bag, keep him honest.
Right. Good job getting in the head of Barcenas here. Barcenas wants to concentrate, get out two here. There's a fastball miss up. Probably wanted to give Barcelo a good pitch to throw on, which that would have been. Evens the count at 2-2 on the fastball miss there.
How likely are you to gamble on something like this early in the ball game, but it's 0 zip zip? You're the underdog team. Going to be a little more aggressive on the base paths or not?
There's the 2-2 delivery. It's a swing and a miss. And the slide down. There's a great tag by Tegan Maloney. He catches the sliding Clenahan in the head, and it's a strike him out, throw him out for the Colts to send the Sun Devils down in order. So Clenahan is out number 3 on the caught stealing, 2-6, excuse me. And Thompson is out swinging on the strikeout. So the Sun Devils will go down in order here in the top of the third inning. 1 hit, no runners left on base, no Colts errors, and no Sun Devil runs at the end of 2.5. It is the Sun Devils 0, the Colts 0. We'll be back on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND radio after this short break.
Water, anything? We go grab you something, Coach?
If they have water, yes, Jeff.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Are rates and inflation getting you down? Roswell Nissan thinks 0 is a much better number, as in 0.0% on brand new 2025 Nissan Pathfinders, and low rates on brand new Armadas, Rogues, and Altimas. Roswell Nissan is the home of the largest used car supercenter in the state. A massive selection of trucks and SUVs, including a huge selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. And now through May 31st, get no payments for 90 days, and payments as low as $199 a month. Think low, think 0 at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
Welcome back to the Senda Credit Union 3A quarterfinal state tournament. There's the first pitch from Abub to Anaya, and it's a fastball, misses badly away. Anaya so far with the defensive play of the game got turned around on a high fly ball to right field, and he made a running catch steps away from the fence, which for sure would have been extra bases. There's a breaking ball away, a swing and a miss to even the count at 1-1.
Now trying to get started here for the Colts. First batter of the inning.
Leading off is the sophomore right fielder, Rudolfo Anaya. Evens the count, 1-1. There's a breaking ball, catches the outside edge. That was more the slider type. It was a little harder, more vertical break. Anaya's down 1-2. Earlier, Coach Jeff Gunn asked me about running on these conditions. One of these coaches is going to have to take a chance, and the Sun Devils were the first one. It didn't pay off. And Anaya can't check his swing on an elevated fastball, and it's a swing and a miss. Out number 1 on the strikeout.
Just an excellent pitcher's duel thus far, Coach. Barcena's doing a great job for the Colts on the mound, and Maboob on the mound for the. Excuse me, is it Maboob or is that the catcher?
No, Maboob is the catcher.
Yep. Okay. Or no, Clinahan's the catcher.
Clinahan is the
Maboob
catcher.
is the pitcher. Yep.
That'll bring the Colts top the order up. Javier Yepes, strikeout victim on a backdoor breaking ball his first time up. The senior second baseman, left-handed hitter, hitting over 400. Takes a first pitch fastball, and he laces it back through the box.
I was just about to say a no-hitter going both ways, but Yepes breaks that up with that fastball.
Yes, Clinahan broke up Barcenas' no-hitter back in the last inning.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yepes returns the favor.
That's right, he did. You're exactly right. My bad.
A good competitive fastball. I mean, that's some place you like to attack left-handed hitters. Left-handed hitters like to drop the barrel on the baseball. They like to swing at pitches down. That pitch was up above his belt, and he laced that thing back through the box. Let's see if Coach Black will choose to use a little bit of small ball here with Michael Ortega up. Maybe put some pressure on the Sun Devil defense. Great lead by Yepes over at first base. First pitch breaking ball, and he was off running. Sure would have liked to seen Ortega with the jump that Yepes had maybe take that pitch.
I'm a little surprised he didn't. I think Blackwell's going to be a little hot right now after seeing the lead that Yepes had. He was standing about where that umpire is right now, about halfway to second base before the pitcher even left the ball.
Yeah, Coach Blackwell did get the pitch to run on. Ortega got a first pitch breaking ball, and he swung at it. There's a pick attempt to first base, and Yepes dives back in safely. I predict that. Maboob, a long look in, comes set, hands high above his belt. Good pick over to first base, but Yepes dives back in safely.
Ortega just hitting .214 on the season, so we could see, the bunt attempt possibly here as well. But I think they want to give Yepes a chance to steal bases. He is the stolen base leader for the Colts this season with 31.
There's another pick attempt, and he does dive back in safe. For those of you baseball fans, it's not like the college level or the pro level that you can have an unlimited amount of pick attempts over to first base. Yepes with a very good lead. And obviously they're predicting lots of breaking balls here to Ortega. There's another pick attempt, and he dives back in safely.
Yepes only been caught stealing twice on this season.
Let's see if the Sun Devils go to a pitch out here and maybe attempt to throw out Yepes. One strike to count on Ortega, and there's a slider down and away. It's 1-1. Good take by Ortega. That was the sharper breaking ball from Maboob, the slider action instead of the breaking ball. Definite difference in velocity. Yepes is off running there, and he does take the fastball away. It is strike 2, and Yepes has a stolen base. And the Colts, with one out, have a runner in scoring position. 1-2 the count on Ortega. I doubt Coach Blackwell will want to use the bunt here. Ortega needs to widen out, get a ground ball to the right side. Try to get another 90 feet for Yepes with the dangerous Tegan Maloney on deck. Here's the 1-2 delivery. It's a breaking ball, and it's flared to the right side. We'll do the 1-2 again. Long lick from Maboob into Clinahan. He comes set. Ortega asks for home plate for timeout, and it's granted by home plate umpire. That was a long hold. Let's see if Coach Blackwell gambles again here with Yepes at second base and anticipating breaking balls down. Good lead for Yepes out at second base. He's being held on by Lemons. There's a breaking ball, and Ortega spoils another good pitch. That was a good slider away, good competitive pitch by Jonas Maboob, the right-handed hurler for the Sun Devils. Max Prep showing him as a sophomore. He looks back at Lemons. Lemons right behind Yepes. Yepes dancing off the bag. Here's the 1-2 delivery. It's another breaking ball, and it gets to the outside corner. And Ortega is out number 2 looking. Good pitch there by Maboob on the outside edge there. It's that slider. That'll bring to the plate Tegan Maloney. Maloney was hit by a pitch back in the first inning and was stranded at first base. Let's see if the Sun Devils do not pitch around Maloney here. Here's a kick, and it's a slow breaking ball. Maloney out in front of it, and he fouls it off right at the plate. He's down in the count, 0-1. Good, strong wind blowing straight in. The depth of the Sun Devil outfield will for sure score Yepes if Maloney can get a ball in the outfield grass. Yepes breaks. There's a breaking ball. It's up and in. And Yepes steals third base, standing up. That breaking ball miss evens the count at 1-1 to Maloney. My guess is Coach Blackwell gave his senior Yepes the green light to move there. Dangerous move running with the dangerous Tegan Maloney up at the plate. Wouldn't want that third out to happen at third base with Maloney at the plate. Here's the 1-1 delivery from Maboob to Maloney. It's a changeup that bounces in. It's a wild pitch. It gets away, and the Colts score the first run on a wild pitch by Maboob. Clenahan had no chance to block that pitch. It was a changeup that hit about 45 feet and bounced over Clenahan. There was a good ricochet off the backstop, but not enough to get the speedy Yepes scoring on the wild pitch, and it's 2 balls and a strike to Tegan Maloney. The Colts break open this 0-0 tie. There's a slider, misses up. 3-1 to Maloney. Let's see if the Sun Devils just don't continue to pitch around the Colts shortstop here. Maboob to the windup. There's a breaking ball, and it's skied to left field. Let's see if the wind doesn't play tricks with this ball, and it does. It blows back in, and it gets by the left fielder. Maloney's running, he rounds second. There's a throw into third base, and he slides in safely for a triple. The left fielder for the Sun Devils could not get a mitt on that play, and it's a dangerous wind out there, and Maloney with the sliding triple with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning, and the Colts now leading 1-0. That'll bring to the plate Constantino Scopolettis.
Going to have to leave more often, Coach. We had some problems with Game Changer there in the dugout, so ran to go to do some technical detail and come back. We're up by 1 and got a runner on third.
There's the flare in the middle of the diamond. Maboob calls it off. He jams him. That's out number 3, and Maloney will be stranded there, but the Colts do break this game open with 1 run. Scopolettis is out number 3 on the F1 for the Colts in the third inning. 2 hits, 1 runner left on base. No Sun Devil errors, but 1 Colt run. At the end of 3 complete innings, it is the Sandia Prep Sun Devils 0, the New Mexico Military Institute Colts 1. We'll be back on KSVPTV.com, audio only, and Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND Radio after this short break.
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher education journey? Join the more than 5,700 current Greyhounds on their journey to student success. Eastern New Mexico University offers the most affordable higher education degree in the Southwest, and New Mexico residents can go to school tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. With online or in-person degrees, ENMU is the right choice for you. For more information, visit enmu.edu. ENMU, student success, that's what we're about.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender love and care. If you don't know where to turn, then you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 632-2660.
Here we are in the top of the fourth inning. This game flying by. Leading off for the Sun Devils is leadoff hitter Landon Hardcastle, the center fielder. Right-handed hitter, he swings at a first pitch fastball down and in, and it's strike one.
Great pitch location there by Barcenas. He's been kind of going up in the strike zone quite a bit and staying away from hitters. This time with the exact opposite.
Excellent pitch location there by Barcenas. Hardcastle in his first at-bat grounded to third base. Now there's the sharp breaking ball in underneath Hardcastle's hands. Another swing and a miss. He's down 0-2.
Coach from Sandia Prep saw that swing, wants to talk to his hitter a little bit, give him a little extra advice here now with 2 strikes.
He's coming in, gets him a pat on his backside, says get back in there. Very difficult points here in the game to coach. You want to allow the kids to play the game as much as you can. You want all the coaching to take place as much as you can in practices, in preparation, and allow the kids just to play as free as possible.
Little stoppage there by the home plate umpire has just told some of the Sandia Prep kids to get back inside of the dugout.
Of course, there's always a safety issue, and the umpires are responsible for that. There's a fastball missed badly, easily take for Hardcastle.
Definition of the true waste pitch on that one. That one was almost outside the left-hander's batter's box.
Yes, you'd like to see him make that pitch a little bit more competitive, try to entice a swing, but these young men are trying to play a imperfect game perfectly. There's a backdoor breaking ball. It misses wide.
Much better pitch on that one, only a couple of inches off of the plate that time.
Had some good depth to that breaking ball. 2-2 the count on the Sun Devil center fielder, Landon Hardcastle. There's a fastball, misses down and in, full count.
Important pitch coming up. You don't want to allow the leadoff runner, especially whenever he's the first hitter in the lineup, to get on base because he's probably got some pretty good wheels.
Right. He looks like a good athlete, does Hardcastle, or they wouldn't have him out there in center field. There's a fastball.
Called strike, though.
Fades down and away. Called strike 3. Have to admit that Barcelo did not help the pitcher there. He let the ball carry his glove way out of the strike zone.
He certainly did, and then didn't snap a throw to third base because he was waiting on the call from the umpire too, and I think he may have been a little surprised he got it.
Right, but it's out number 1 on the strikeout looking. Ball from another field lands on the field here as these 4 fields are in close proximity. Now hitting the Sun Devil shortstop, Logan Lemons. Where's number 7? Another right-handed hitter. Strikeout victim in the first inning. He drives the ball out to right field. Anaya comes breaking in, catches the shoulder, makes the catch shoulder high there for out number 2. 1 pitch, 2 outs.
Wind's starting to die down a little bit, but that one was headed into the gap, but just kind of curved right back into Martinez, and he knew exactly where that ball was going. No theatrics or circus catches on that one at all.
Right, he made that one look much more routine, which us coaches like.
That's right.
That'll bring up the pitcher today, Maboob, and he hits a sharp ground ball over to Martinez. Fine backhand, high throw, and Grant comes off the bag and makes the tag. Great heads-up play there by Grant Maloney to read the throw from Martinez was coming in high. He goes to the back of the bag, makes the catch and then tags out the Mahbub a foot in front of the base for out number 3. Great job by Grant Maloney. So he records the 3U put out for number 3. For out number 3 there, the Sun Devils go down in order. No hits, no runners left on base, no Colt errors, and no Sun Devil runs here in the top of the 3rd inning. After 3.5, the score is Sun Devils 0, New Mexico Military Institute Colts 1. We'll be back on 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM, KEND Radio.
National Furniture Liquidators Power Buy. Exceptional value and quality at the best price. 5-piece queen bedroom and exceptional buy at just $4.98. Sectional with storage case and pull-out bed just $5.99. 7-piece dining room unheard of at just $2.97. Ashley brand reclining sofa or love seat just $4.86 each piece. Power buys throughout the entire store plus great financing options regardless of your credit. National Furniture Liquidators when it comes to value, quality, and selection.
Nobody beats Shorty.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to the new Sandia Credit Union 3A State Baseball Tournament quarterfinal round. Leading off for the Colts is the backstop, Nicholas Barcelo. Barcelo hit a soft liner behind second base that was gloved by Lemons. He has a first pitch breaking ball, and he flares it off to the right side. He's down 0-1 to Jonas Mahbub. Both these pitchers doing a fine job out there. Barcelos, a junior, right-handed hitter. Here's the 0-1 delivery, another breaking ball. Check swing, it's a slow roller to third base. And Barcelo, a catcher speed there. And the third baseman, Rowan Weisler, makes a fine play, fields the ball on the run, throws the ball on the run. Cross the diamond to Herrera for out number 1. Barcelo couldn't check his swing there. Hits the slow roller over to third base. And that's out number 1.
Excellent play by Weisler on that one. Knew he had plenty of time. Barcelo, not the fastest player on the Colt team, and he just stopped, set his feet, and made a good throw to first base.
Another first pitch breaking ball, swing and a miss from Colt third baseman Noah Martinez. He's down in the count. 0-1.
Noah Martinez made a couple of good plays there for the Institute at third base as well. The first play of the ball game, as a matter of fact, was a 5-3 ground out.
Right, yeah, ball hit his glove, popped out of his glove. He didn't panic. Pushed the ball to the ground, made a good strong throw across the dirt. There's a drive into right center field. That ball took the ball back. The wind took the ball back to the right fielder, or that ball may have been in the gap, but it's a sharp single for Noah Martinez out into right center field. I think under no normal conditions, that ball may have split the center fielder and the right fielder, and it could have been extra bases for Martinez, but it's a one-out single for the third baseman, Noah Martinez. That'll bring to the plate DH number 22, senior Richard West.
I was thinking the same thing on that one, just on the location. I thought he might have a chance at extra bases, but the wind kind of held it up. And
there's a pick back to first base. Close play, and Martinez dives back in.
You think he's probably got the sign to go on this one, Coach?
Right. Coach Blackwell's wanting to run on breaking balls, which Mahbub is throwing plenty of them. West, the left-handed hitter. One down here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The Colts leading 1-0 over the Sandia. There's a changeup that bounces in. Good pitch to run on. And Martinez gets into second base. It gets away from the shortstop. A great job by the second baseman there, backing up the errant throw from McClanahan. And Martinez has a stolen base. And the Colts, with one down, have a runner in scoring position.
As you said, Coach, just a perfect pitch to go on. That one in the dirt before the catcher could grab it. And so then he's got to pick it up and hand it and try and make the throw. And by that time, it was just too late.
Yes. McClanahan did all he could. He fielded the ball, made a throw down, just wasn't in time. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Another changeup that bounces in. This time it gets away. That will be a pass ball that gets Martinez to second base.
We were just praising Clinahan. He is a young catcher. He is just a freshman. As a matter of fact, there is only 2 seniors on this Sandia prep team, and only 2 juniors as well. So a lot of up-and-comers for the Sun Devils.
All right, the future's bright there for the Sandia prep Sun Devils, playing this veteran squad from the Colts. Runner at third base. There's a fastball up high, 3-0 to West. See if Coach Blackwell gives them the green light here with the runner at third base and 1 down. The Sun Devil defense up the middle is deep, so they will surrender a run on a ground ball to the middle. The corners are even with the bag. There's a breaking ball that bounces in, and it's a 4-pitch walk to West. And the Colts with 1 down have a runners at the corners. See what Coach Blackwell wants to do offensively with the first and third offense. Clinahan steps out in front of the plate, and he's going to deliver the Sun Devil first and third defense.
Well, if you're a Colt fan, this is a situation you want. Runners on the corners. You got one of the big, strong hitters up for the Colts, 400 hitter, in Grant Maloney, and he can definitely go hit the ball a long way. So sac fly definitely on the table here.
There's a first pitch breaking ball on the inside corner, called strike 1. Maloney, his last at bat, hit a sharp ground ball to third base, and Weisler made a great play to throw Maloney out across the diamond. Big lead by West over at first base. Long hold by Mahbub. He steps off.
As you said, Coach, there is no pitch clock. There is no limit on the number of pickoff attempts in high school baseball as of yet, unlike in the college game.
Mahbub comes set. First pitch breaking ball, or second pitch breaking ball, and it misses just in. 1-1 is the count. Maloney did a great job turning his shoulder in to take that second pitch breaking ball to even the count at 1-1. Double play depth for the Sun Devils up the middle. Maloney, a good athlete. He can get down. They take off. Comes set. It'll be a stolen base. Coach Blackwell tried sending West once Mahbub comes set, trying to entice a balk and possibly give it 2 bases on that. But Mahbub stepped off, threw the ball to Lemons. Lemons fired the ball to the plate. And Martinez hustled back to the bag. So now the Colts with 2 runners in scoring position with 1 down.
Not a bad job by the Sun Devils at all on that one. They're probably going to give up second base anyways, and they do, but they didn't give up the run at the plate.
Correct. That's exactly the way you want to have that pitch or that defensive plan executed. There's a foul ball, or liner down the third base line. Excuse me, it's fair.
Fair ball.
Fair ball. Just inside the bag at third base. It's going to be a 2 RBI stand-up double for Grant Maloney.
Grant Maloney with a big hit right down the line, and I thought that was going to be foul, but the third base umpire is right there. They've got a 4-man or 3-man crew out here, and with the right-handed batter, that guy at third right there in the perfect position to make the call on that play.
And the Colts push their lead to 3-0 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Great piece of hitting by Grant Maloney. Actually, for the Sun Devils in the situation, you wanted the ground ball to third base.
You did, exactly.
But Maloney hit it so hard, he shot it by the third baseman, Weisler, over there, and it got into the corner here, and it scored 2 runners easily there. Great piece of hitting by Grant Maloney. That'll bring up Rodolfo Anaya, a strikeout victim back in the 3rd inning. The Colts now with a crooked number here in the 3rd, looking for more. They still got a runner in scoring position with 1 down, and Anaya up at the plate. See what Coach Blackwell has in mind here. Possibly a push bunt to the right side. Herrera a long way off the bag over at first base. Here's the kick and the delivery. It is a bunt. Excellent bunt to the third base line. Mahbub fields it. Great job of fielding his position. He steps off and fires across the diamond. It's going to be out number 2 on the 1-3 put out.
Hats off to the pitcher. That is not an easy play. The ball to his right, and he has to go a long way to field that and then throws a strike to first base. And a lot of times that's where the pitchers, everything kind of comes unglued, is trying to throw it back to the first baseman and not to your catcher.
Great job there by Maboob. He falls off to the first base side, and Anaya put that ball on the third baseline, just not far enough. That'll bring up leadoff hitter Javier Yepes, who had a single and scored a run. There's a breaking ball, back door, slides in there for strike 1 called on Javier Yepes.
I think Yepes was sitting on fastball just like he was that last time at bat where he put it right back up the middle. Didn't get it this time.
I think you're exactly right. I don't know if Yepes will see a fastball here with 2 outs. There's another breaking ball, and he gets it off the cap, and he fouls it off to the left side. 0-2.
Wise man, Coach. Exactly right. I wouldn't throw a fastball again in this game if I could help it.
2 outs here. I'm going to give Yepes every opportunity to get himself out on something soft here. Let's see if Maboob goes back to the back door breaking ball, see if Yepes will give up on one. There's a delivery. It is, and it's a liner down the right field line. It's going to be an RBI extra base hit. Yepes hit second. He's not stopping. It's going to be a stand-up RBI triple, and the Colts here in the bottom of the 4th inning have blown this game open. Maloney scores standing up on the triple by Javier Yepes.
Good job by the bottom half of the lineup to get on base, and then Yepes comes through, Maloney comes through. 2 big base hits, but credit the guys who also got on via walks as well.
Exactly right. Yepes, Mabob just didn't get the slider in far enough. That ball, he kind of threw a cement mixer and it hung out over the middle of the plate. And Yepes did what a good hitter does. He punished it. There's a first pitch breaking ball to Michael Ortega, called strike 1 on the outside corner. That was not the slider. I think that was more than 12-6.
Yeah, definitely much slower velocity on that one, no doubt, Coach.
Yepes, the runner at third base. Good lead over there. Lots of pressure on Clenahan. He does a great job there on a bad miss by Mabob. He prevents that ball from getting to the backstop, evens the count at 1-1 on the Colt left fielder, Michael Ortega.
Great speed with Yepes there on first base. Already mentioned he is a stolen base leader for the Colts, and he's already came home on a pass ball, scored the first run of the ball game.
There's a slider. Ortega does a good job of letting it get deep, and he fouls it down the right field line. 1-2's the count. That's exactly the approach that Ortega needs to take on this slider.
Sure. And Ortega's got a great swing, Coach. He really and truly does. It's just a lot of times he gets on his front foot out, especially on those slower breaking balls.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. It's a changeup that bounces in. Great read by Yepes, and he will score standing up. That's a wild pitch. That another changeup that hits about 40 feet. And Clenahan has no chance to block that ball. He stood up and did his best to block it, and it still kicked off to the first base side. And Yepes got there. That evens the count at 2-2. And the Colts score their 4th run here in the bottom of the 4th inning, extending their lead to 5-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the kick and the delivery. Fastball called, strike 3 on the outside corner for out number 3.
Good job by Maboob. Just keep throwing strikes. There's nothing you can do about that. Just keep hurling the ball, and hats off to him for completing the inning, getting out of it.
Yeah, there's no give up in that young man. Good job of executing there. For the Colts, in the bottom of the 4th inning, there were 3 hits, 4 runs, no runners left on base, no Sun Devil errors, and 4 runs for the Colts here in the bottom of the 4th. So after 4 complete innings, it is the Sandia Prep Sun Devils 0, the New Mexico Military Institute Colts 5. We'll be back on Roswell Talk FM 106.5 KEND Radio after this short break.
The
He's light.
When managing a chronic illness, access to the right treatments makes all the difference. Artesia General Hospital's Infusion Center provides IV therapy and biologic treatments, so you don't have to travel far for care. Expert infusion therapy right here in Artesia. Call 575-736-8256 today to learn more.
It's a great time to buy a Kubota. From America's #1 selling compact tractor to zero-turn mowers and versatile RTVs. Get your perfect match delivered to your door. Now through June 30th. Get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, or up to $3,000 off an L3302 compact Kubota tractor. Now through 6/30/2025. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information. Visit Amigo Machinery in Roswell or see us online at amigo-machinery.com.
Sandia Credit Union 3A state quarterfinals here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The winds are picking up. Twilight is setting in. First pitch from Barcenas bounces in a fastball for ball one. There's a swing and a miss on a fastball away from Ethan Dudley. Evens the count at 1-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. The Colts leading 5-0. Barcenas with a comfortable lead. 5 runs. There's another fastball, swing and a miss, and Dudley's extremely late on the Barcenas fastball.
Right now, Barcenas has faced the absolute minimum number of batters.
Yes, he has. Don't see the need to throw anything soft here. There's a fastball. It's going to be a short hopper. Grant fields it, throws to first base.
Not in time, it looks like. A race to the bag, and this one I think was won by...
It's going to be an infield single for Ethan Dudley. It was a high hopper. Maloney came off and fielded the ball. Didn't give Barcenas a good firm feed, so Barcenas had to slow down to field that, and the speedy Dudley beat him to first base. So that's the second hit Barcenas has given up. That will bring up Sun Devil third baseman Rowan Weisler. Weisler grounded out to Yepes back in the second inning.
Colts would love nothing better than a ground ball right here. We got an excellent combo and middle infielders there with Tegan Maloney at shortstop and Javier Yepes at second.
Sure, 2 strong arms there. There's a swing and a miss on a 2-seam fastball from Barcenas, fading away from Weisler. Like to see him use that 2-seamer to get the ground ball, possibly to Yepes or himself. There's a fastball in, though. Look more 4-seam, fouled off to the right side. Weisler is down 0-2.
All right, what are you throwing right here, Coach?
Barcenas has shown him away and in. Now I'd like to see him elevate, stay with the fastball, and go fastball up and away.
See if he does just that.
See if he'll chase. There's
wow,
the fastball
you
up and
called
away.
It, Coach.
For a swing and a miss and out number 1. Good pitch execution with 2 strikes by Barcenas. Going to have to tip my hat there to Coach Hobie McLean or Robert Johnson in the dugout.
I think they were reading your book,
on
Coach.
Their pitch column. That'll bring up Mateo Herrera, who was robbed of a base hit back in the second inning by Rodolfo Anaya. There's a swing and a miss on a good breaking ball down and away by Barcenas.
And I'm not sure who's doing the pitch calling on because they both do. I know that Johnson handles Tegan Maloney, but McLean handles Yepes when he's on the mound, but I'm not sure who calls when Barcenas is pitching.
There's a good job with the elevated fastball above the belt to the left-handed hitting Herrera. It's a swing and a miss.
Well, you can't ask for anything more from Barcenas. This is our guy, our 3-spot starter, and he's just having a heck of a day thus far.
Barcelo sets up for the fastball away, and it's fouled off.
Foul tipped in the back of the glove, so another strikeout victim there for Barcenas.
Good swing and a miss, good execution there. Barcelo called for the elevated fastball away this time, and he gets above the barrel of Herrera for out number 2. Strikeout swinging. That'll bring up Lucas Ruelas, the right fielder, for this Sun Devils. Where's number 10, left-handed hitter? There's a miss. That's going to be a pass ball. That ball went all the way in to the glove of Barcelo.
Rare pass ball on that one. I think he got a little distracted. Ruelas tried to call for time there as Barcenas took a long time, but he didn't get the call from the home plate umpire, and I think Barcelos just kind of lost it a little bit there.
Yes, it was a miss. It brought Barcelos out of his stance to catch that ball. And like you said, don't know if he was distracted by the Sun Devil hitter trying to call for a timeout, but it was not granted.
Well,
Barcenas delivers a high fastball, and it got off the glove of Barcelos, and now the Sun Devils have their first runner in scoring position in this 5-0 ball game here in the top of the 5th inning.
Sandia's coach wants to come out and talk to the umpire, maybe ask about, was there a delay of game? There was a timeout called on that one, but our athletic trainer, John Carpenter, had to come out and take a look at Barcelo, make sure he was okay after that last.
Don't know if that fastball caught him on the thumb.
Yeah, it may have.
But Ruelas back in the box. He's up in the count. There's a fastball down. Good block by Barcelo. It's 2-0 on the left-handed hitting Lucas Ruelas. He was a strikeout victim back in the 3rd inning on 4 pitches. Temperature starting to drop up here in northern New Mexico, north central New Mexico. Good lead at second base. There's a fastball in. It's a 2-hopper down to Maloney. He went far off the bag. He gets back to the bag in time. Fine play by Yepes there on the 4-3 putout for out number 3. And Barcenas strands that runner in scoring position here in the top of the 5th inning. So for the Sun Devils, in the top of the 5th inning, it is 1 hit, 1 runner left on base, no Colt errors, and no Sun Devil runs. At the end of 4.5, it is the Sandia Prep Sun Devils 0, the New Mexico Military Institute Colts 5. We'll be back on KSVPTV.com, audio only, and Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND radio after this short break.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
It's still Weisler at 3rd. Maybe they pulled him. Does he come out?
And we'll see there. We're back to action here at the Nissan Credit Union State Baseball Tournament. Leading off for the Colts, we have a pitching change. Ethan Dudley now the pitcher, right-handed pitcher, and he's a first pitch fastball, and he has to duck out of a laser line drive by Tegan Maloney back up the middle. Not a suggested area to throw Maloney. And he
second into the ball game there for Tegan. He's got a triple and a single now.
He laced that fastball, first pitch fastball, right back through the box.
Dudley, one of the 2 seniors that is on this Sandia prep team.
Once we can figure out the defensive changes for the Sun Devils, we will deliver those. But we do know it's Dudley who was listed as pitcher DH in the ball game. Maloney off on the first pitch, and he's going to steal that base sliding. Good pitch for McClanahan to throw, but Maloney had a great jump, stole that pitch probably off the pitcher there, so it's a stolen base, and the Colts have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. And a one-strike count on Constantino Scopoletis.
8th appearance, or actually 9th of appearance of the season for Dudley, so not one of their main pitchers, but he does have one of their better ERAs, 3.28 on the season.
That's a good job by this senior hurler. He's up on Scopoletti, so too Scopoletti's took a swing and a miss on a high breaking ball. Scopoletti's another swing and miss. McClanahan will have to complete the strikeout, and it will not happen. It's a swing and a miss, but the ball gets by McClanahan, and Scopoletti's will reach first base on the E2, as well as Maloney will advance to third base on that same E2. That'll bring to the plate catcher Nicholas Barcelo. The junior, he wears number 20. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a soft liner out to shortstop and a sharp ground ball to third base. Oh, excuse me, that was a slow roller, two-hopper over to Weisler.
Yeah, a couple of oopsie swings on both of those, I think.
Yes, and there's a good swing on an elevated fastball, and he's a little bit tardy, and he fouls it off to the right side. The Sun Devils will surrender a run on a ground ball up the middle with nobody out here, trailing 5 runs.
21.1 innings pitched there for the Sun Devil pitcher. He's given up 15 hits and 11 runs, 10 of which are earned. 18 walks and 21 strikeouts.
Not bad numbers, a strikeout per inning there. There's a pick attempt of Scopoletti's at second base, and he's back safely. My assumption here is that maybe he's another soft thrower. Maybe he has better command of the secondary stuff against this fastball hitting Colt team.
Yes, sir. I think it's going to be a steady diet of off-speed all the way into the championship, considering we make it that far, right?
Right, gotta complete this one right here.
That's right. One game at a time. I think you said that earlier in the broadcast.
That's correct.
Exactly.
One pitch at a time, one out at a time. There's a sneaky fastball. There's a throw down to second. It's going to be the cut play. Second baseman cuts it off, and Scopoletti has a stolen base.
Scopoletti's also with good speed, one of our Colt football players, played in the running back and secondary positions there for John O'Meara and the Colt football team, and glad that he came out to play baseball with us as well.
Good looking athlete out there. It's a 1-1 count, swing and a miss on a bouncing breaking ball, and it's a 1-2 count on Barcelo. Barcelo here hitting with 2 runners in scoring position. Looks like we have a bloody nose at third base by Tegan Maloney.
Yeah. He's walking off, and John Carpenter, more athletic training duties out there for NMMI.
John Carpenter, the fine athletic trainer for New Mexico Military Institute, finally getting to get some work in here.
That's right.
We like to see it where the athletic trainers have to do no work.
Yes.
At all.
That's exactly right. That means no injuries, no problems at all.
We want for John just to have a free trip up here to Albuquerque and get some relaxation in.
Exactly.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. It's a
there we go.
That fastball was over the heart of the plate, and Barcelo did not miss it. It's going to be a 2 RBI single for the Colt backstop. Barcelo, it's a single on there, 2 RBIs.
Great job by Scopolitis on that one. No hesitation. He was going hard from the get-go, saw it go through the hole and took that turn at third and just strutted into home plate.
That is a great read. I think a good read by Coach Blackwell. That ball was a one-hopper out to the left field. Maybe the scouting report delivers that the left fielder not the strongest arm there.
Very possibly.
So he goes ahead and stints because that ball was smoked.
It was. That's why I was surprised that he just didn't even hesitate at all. There was no indecision.
By Barcelo, and he's, mid-range depth out there in left field. There's a courtesy runner. The ball bounces in. Does not get a good read on the ball down in the dirt. I can't get a number on the courtesy runner for the Colts.
If I had to guess, I'm going to say that is Bear Lindsey, because Caden Carter could be Caden Carter, but Caden Carter would be playing with a that is Caden Carter. Got the wrist thing. He hurt his knuckle earlier last game.
Sophomore Caden Carter. There's another bounced in fastball. Good job by Clenahan to keep that ball there and keep Connor Kent, courtesy run over at first base.
Well, good to see Caden Carter get to participate in this game. He's been one of the big hitters for NMMI at the bottom part of the order, and he just took a fastball off of the hands against in the series versus Ruidoso, the last district series.
Man, I think that's Connor Kent at first base.
Oh, do you think it's Connor Kent?
Yes,
okay.
It's a single-digit number, and there's not is there a cast on or a brace?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's got something on the left-hand side.
Oh, maybe that is Caden Carter over at first base.
Caden Carter's number 8, so he's a single-digit as well, but I could be wrong, too. We'll find out whenever he comes in and get you that.
He's a junior, even though it's a 3-0 count to Noah Martinez. He checks his swing, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Noah Martinez, and the Colts now with runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Colts now threatening to end this game via the run rule.
Well, we did get a clear look as Caden Carter strutted down to second base. You know, the back jersey number there, a little bit bigger. So we were able to see that. So that is number 8, Caden Carter there, and it's a courtesy runner for Barcelo.
Good job by Coach Blackwell to get that injured young man an opportunity to play on the state tournament stage. Now coming to the plate will be Colt DH Richard West, who is 0 for 1 officially on the day. He has a base on balls and a strikeout looking, but has scored a run. He will be hitting now, his first time facing Ethan Dudley, who came in to start this 5th inning.
As Coach Villarreal said, now you're in a little bit of a danger if you're a Sun Devil. You are 7-0 the score right now with the runners on first and second. The 10-run rule is starting to become a factor. NMMI needs 3, and if they were able to do it this half inning, this game would be finished. So the winning run technically at the plate for the Colts, if you want to call it that way.
And we're going to have a pitching change here. Mateo Herrera, the left-handed first baseman, will be coming in to pitch. Dudley will be going to left field. Left fielder, I don't have anybody playing left field in my lineup.
See if I can get one for you, Coach. Left field was, he didn't list the left fielder, did he?
No, we have a center fielder, a shortstop, for 2 pitchers. We'll get that right fielder, that new right fielder for the Sun Devils. And also there is a new first baseman for the Sun Devils came in. We'll try to get those defensive changes for the Sun Devils. Mateo Herrera, good-looking left-hander up there. My bet, another good young player, and maybe the head coach for the Sun Devils trying to get some of his young players some state tournament experience. He's going to bring Herrera in for the left-on-left matchup against Richard West with 2 runners on and nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th, and the Colts leading 7-0. He's bounced in a few of his warm-up tosses. He gets I would say about 4 more warm-up tosses here. The lights now starting to take effect as the sun starts to set behind the Manzano Mountains here in north central New Mexico. The Colts with a 7-0 lead here in this quarterfinal matchup. Some of tomorrow's matchups here at the Jennifer Reardon Baseball Complex. In the 1A state final, it will be the Gateway Christian Warriors facing Magdalena. It's a 1-2 matchup. In the 4A tournament, it will be a rematch of last year's semifinals. The district rivals, the Artesia Bulldogs, the number 1 seed, facing the 12 seed Goddard Rockets tomorrow at 12:30. The Gateway Christian Warriors and the Rockets will be playing at 12:30 tomorrow. For you Roswell baseball fans, Rocket fans will listen to Joby Hotling on the Artesia feed, and the Gateway Warrior fans, you will listen. I will be bringing you the Gateway Christian Warrior feed on KSVPTV.com, Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND. We're back to action here. Mateo Herrera comes set with runners at first and second. There's a first pitch fastball. It bounces in for ball 1 to DH Richard West. 1-0 count. Herrera, good-looking left-hander, 6 foot. Long look back to second base, a courtesy runner. There's a fastball over the inside corner, called strike 1, evens the count at 1-1.
I don't know if you figured it out yet, Coach, but Dudley went into left field, and then Ruelas came in from right field to come play first base. So, but I didn't get who was playing at right fielder, but it was a guy who came in off of the bench.
All right, so we have Ruelas playing first base. There's a fastball down in under the hands. It gets away from Clenahan and it gets away. Both runners will advance on the pass ball. Swing and a miss by West. The count is 1-2 with nobody out here and 2 runners now in scoring position for the Colts. Sun Devil defense is back up the middle. If West can just get a ground ball to second base or shortstop, should give the Colts an opportunity. There's a fastball, misses down, evens the count at 2-2. Wind shift here now. Instead of the wind blowing straight in from the outfield, it's now blowing from right field to left field. 2-2 count, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Colts leading 7-0. Herrera kicks, fastball painted on the outside corner. It's called strike 3 for out number 1. That is West's second strikeout of the game looking. That'll bring to the plate junior first baseman Grant Maloney. Maloney with a big two RBI double back in the 4th inning to break this game open. This will be his first time seeing the left-hander Herrera. He takes a 2-seam fastball on the outside corner, called strike 1.
Two ducks on there, second and third for the Colts, some insurance possibilities. Aflac, we usually call it there in the Colt dugout.
Right. Once again, the Sun Devil defense back. There's a backdoor breaking ball, and it sneaks in there for called strike 2. Maloney is down 0-2.
Excellent pitch location right there. That's just an impossible pitch to hit.
Unless you're sitting on something like that and want to let it travel that far, you're exactly right. Here's the 0-2 delivery from Herrera. Good job, and Maloney does just that. He lets the ball get good and deep, spoils a good competitive pitch from Herrera, and we'll do 0-2 once again.
That may have been the exact same pitch, exact same location, but good job to foul that one off by Maloney.
Like the approach of Grant here. He's looking just to get a ground ball over there to the second baseman and score this 8th run for the Colts. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Fastball, and it's elevated up in the sky, and it's a difficult night here. Center fielder catches, and there's a tag at second base. There's going to be a run down. The run does score. Nobody's at third base if he can beat that. And Lemons runs down the second baseman, but nonetheless, it is a RBI fly out for Grant Maloney to score the Colts' 8th run.
Little overzealous there by Noah Martinez at second base. I think he thought, they were going to make a throw at the plate and that he'd be able to get to third base unscathed, but good job to cut it off there by the second baseman playing deep.
Well, a great job by the center fielder to throw a strike to the cutoff man.
Good call, yes.
And once again, a RBI fly out for Grant Maloney. He's out number 2. And Noah Martinez is out number 3 on the 4 to 5 to 6 caught stealing.
Shortstop had some wheels. He just ran him down with ease.
Yes, Lemons run him down. So the Colts now with a comfortable 8-run lead going into the top of the 6th here. We will stay right here at the Jennifer Reardon Baseball Complex. Lots of great baseball going on today here. We want to congratulate all the teams. Anybody that makes it this far, their season is a success.
No doubt, Coach.
You're the final 8 teams in the entire season. Nothing to hang your head about. Any loss is difficult to take.
But you may have mentioned it before, but a lot of the area teams doing very, very well in baseball and in softball for, Roswell and the Pecos Valley.
Yes. Don't know in 2A who we had playing out of southeastern New Mexico, but I do know we had the Warriors in 1A. We have the Colts here in 3A, the Rockets and the Bulldogs in 4A.
Dexter Demons, are they 2A softball, Coach?
They are 2A. I believe they're like the 1 seed there.
They
There's
are
a first
the
pitch
number 1
fastball.
seed.
Ground ball out to Maloney. Great gather, and he throws a strike. It's a first pitch fastball from Barcenas to the leadoff hitter, Mike Clenahan, and he hits a sharp ground ball out to Tegan Maloney. Maloney fields it, and it's out number 1, on the 6-3 putout.
Little bit of a bobble there by Maloney. It's short, but just a gun to throw to his teammate Graham Maloney at first base.
Right, and Tegan shows there's a first pitch fastball to number 2 now in the ball game. Last name's Bowen. Nate Bowen. He came into the ball game. He takes the first pitch fastball down and away. There's a second pitch fastball up. It's 2-0. The good thing that Tegan did there, he did not panic. Plus, when you have an arm like he does, you can trust those skills to fire across to his cousin, Grant Maloney. 2-0 here on Nate Bowen. He swings and he grounds the ball to the right side, foul. Nate Bowen into the game, and we can try to get a defensive positioning for him.
I got to figure he's got to be our new right fielder since somebody came in from off of the bench, right, Coach?
I think you are right. There's a fastball miss up high. It's 3-1 on the 9-hole hitter, Nate Bowen. His first at-bat in this state quarterfinal matchup between the Sun Devils and the Coats. Barcenas comes set. Fastball in underneath his hands. It's fouled off right at the plate. Full count. Want to see Barcenas here make Bowen use the bat. No free bases with an 8-run lead here in the top of the 6th inning.
Good job by the kid off of the bench. Nate Bowen's just a sophomore, and he's making a pitch deep in the count as he fouls that one off as well.
He did. He took a good elevated fastball there and got just enough of it to stay alive here with 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning.
3-day tournament, 120 total pitches, Coach, you're allowed. Is that correct?
That is. 120, and there are periods of rest there. There's another fastball.
If you throw over X number of pitches, you have to wait a full 24 hours or so.
Correct. Anything over 35 is a 1-day rest.
Okay.
Anything 35 or less, you can continue to pitch, but the pitch count just continues.
Okay.
50 pitches is 36 to 50. You got to wait 1 day. You got to have a seat there. Boy, I'm telling you, Bowen is putting up a good fight here.
He certainly is.
Now approaching a 8th pitch here, which in most baseball circles is considered a quality at bat. You're seeing 8 pitches. Your teammates are able to see more and more pitches from Barcenas. There's a breaking ball, and he induces the swing and a miss. I was wondering when Barcenas was going to go to the curveball.
Yep.
And he got Nate Bowen to swing over the top of that for out number 2.
Well, he threw the fastball in just about every possible location he could. Up high, outside, inside, down low, and Bowen just kept fouling him off. So let's go to something else, and got the strikeout.
He did, and that'll bring up center fielder Landon Hardcastle. Landon made a fine play to end the last inning. He swings at an elevated fastball and fouls it off to the right side. He's down in the count, 0-1. He came running in, made a fine catch, threw a strike to the cutoff man, and the cutoff man was able to gun down Noah Martinez trying to advance from second to third. A lot of times the center fielder will try to LML everybody and try to throw out the runner tagging from third base.
Yes, sir.
There's another elevated fastball, not competitive, misses. 1-1's the count.
Well, you see that on the ESPN highlight reel. The guy's throwing him out from the outfield, and the no-hopper straight to the catcher, right? And it's just, you want to do that too, right?
Oh, exactly. We're talking a little bit different arm speed there. There's a fastball, misses up and away. You have some of those professional outfielders. They're throwing the ball triple digits from the outfield.
Wow.
With pinpoint mechanics. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Breaking ball misses up and away. It's 3-1.
Well, and the number of repetitions that they've done doing that too. I mean, they have been doing that for 27, 20, or maybe even 30, 36 years, right? Just keep on doing it, keep on doing it. And so, yeah, a little bit more experience possibly as well.
Exactly, but Hardcastle there's a fastball down the heart of the plate, and he fouls it off to the right side. Hardcastle did the right thing every pitching coach wants him to do. He took care of the baseball first, got the out, and then if we get the second out, it's just gravy. So, and he did that, so he made a fine baseball play out there in center field. He has a full count here against Barcenas. Barcenas looking for a clean inning here. He misses with the elevated fastball. Good at bat by Hardcastle, and it's a 2-out walk.
Didn't miss by much. A little up and a little outside, and that combination, a lot of times you just can't get that called third strike.
Did not. I mean, I agree with you. Good 2-strike pitch execution, but he just couldn't entice Landon Hardcastle to make a pass at that elevated fastball. That will bring up Logan Lemons. Lemons is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly out to right field. Barcenas from the stretch. Slide move, misses up with the breaking ball.
That may have been a pitch out. Barcenas was already standing up halfway through that pitch. I think they thought that Hardcastle might be going, which I don't know if I'd even worry about that. I mean, you're up by 8 runs. I'm not sure stealing second gets you a whole lot.
Exactly. That's going to bring Coach Robert Johnson out of the dugout. Maybe he's thinking the same thing as us.
Yep.
Why in the world are you throwing a pitch out with a runner at first base? Last time I checked, he's only worth 1 run, and he's still 270 feet away from home plate. We want to concentrate here with 2 outs, get this hitter. Lemons has a good swing, and the last ball that he hit out to right field was well played by Anaya. It was a sharp hit ball. He has a good swing. We don't want to give him an opportunity to have extra bases here and possibly break that 0 up on the board for Barcenas. The meeting was short and quick, hoping it was something to the nature, I don't want to see another pitch out the rest of this ball game while we have a 8-0 lead. Good lead for Hardcastle over at first base. There's a fastball in. That's a swing and a bat pick attempt, and Hardcastle is back in safe. 1-1 the count on the 2-hole hitter.
I want him to go back out there now and talk to his catcher and say, I don't want to see another back pick either.
Which is Ethan Dudley. Here's a point in this lineup. If I was Coach Blackwell, I'd be questioning. Now there's a new 2-hole hitter. Ethan Dudley takes a fastball away. Actually, it's 7. Excuse me, it's Lemons.
This is Lemons, yes.
This is Lemons.
And we'll see if we got 16 or, 16 will be up next.
Bob is still in there. 2-1 the count to Lemons.
He must have taken over the designated hitter slot.
Just a swap there between Dudley and there's a fastball, and it's fouled off to the right side. 2-2 the count. Or is that scoreboard is saying 0-2?
0-2, yeah, exactly. I was wondering if and the umpire's saying 1-2, so.
Oh, it's a 1-2 count on Lemons here. Really trying to check my senility here up here in the press box. Barcenas comes set. 2-strike delivery, and there's a pick to first base. Another thing I would not recommend.
I'm with you, Coach. Let's minimize those kind of the chances for mistakes like that. Let's get this batter. We got 2 outs. Forget about everything else.
2 outs, 2 strikes. I want my focus on this good 2-hole hitter. Here's the 1-2 delivery from Barcenas to Lemons. It's a foul ball to the right side. We'll do the 1-2 again. I try to tell pitchers when you pick, only one good thing can happen. And there's 2 bad things that can happen, so.
It's like the old passing rules, right?
Yes. I have a firm rule, no picks to third base. The only person able to pick to third base is the catcher on a back pick attempt.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
We missed the third baseman, and that guy's only got one place to go. There's the breaking ball, and sure enough, Hardcastle, down 8 runs, was off running on the 1-2 breaking ball, but Lemons fouls it off.
He had it stolen pretty easily, no chance, but fouled off, so he'll have to go back to first base and try again. And I guess it's worth it, if you're going to get a good chance, but take the force off. But Barcelo's already thrown out a runner at second base.
Right. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Another breaking ball misses up, evens the count at 2-2. If I'm the Sun Devil head coach, I'm trying to recognize I'm down to here in the 6th inning.
4 outs.
I'm down to 4 outs.
Yeah, you need base runners at this time.
I need base runners. 8 runs is a lot of runs against Barcenas. Here's a 1-2 delivery. It's a fast ground ball up the middle. There's where the runner going kind of hurt him.
It did, because Maloney was going to cover second base. He was right there where the ball was struck. That was a base hit, Coach.
That was a strong ground ball up the middle, but Hardcastle was off running, and it carried Maloney right to that ground ball up the middle, and it's a 6-3 put out for out number 3. So for the Sun Devils in the top of the 6th inning, no hits, 1 runner left on base, no runs, no Colt errors. At the end of 5.5 innings, it is the Sun Devils 0, the Colts 8. We'll be back on Roswell's Talk FM 106.5 KEND radio after this short break.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Attention Goddard Rocket fans. When you have a history of greatness, the real challenge starts after the finish line. When victory alone isn't enough, raise your bar, keep dreaming, and go beyond the limits that you thought possible. The new 2024 Honda Ridgeline Passport and Pilot, part of the Roswell Honda Rugged Trail Sport lineup. Roswell Honda, proud supporter of all Goddard High School sports.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to the Senda Credit Union 3A state baseball quarterfinal matchup between the Sandia Prep Sun Devil. There's a first pitch swing and a foul by Rudolfo Anaya. Fouled that ball off to the right side. Good pitch by Mateo Herrera. He's up on Anaya. The Colts here in the bottom of the 6th inning, up 8 runs.
9-1-2 spots due up here for the Colts. They need 2 to try and complete the 10-run roll if they can get it.
There's a fastball up and away. Clenahan gives chase to it, and it reaches the stands. It's out of play, and Anaya is down 0-2.
Not sure what Barcenas' pitch count is, but it could be advantageous for the Colts if they were able to get him off and not have to pitch that last inning by scoring 2 runs here to end this game early.
I would suspect that he's well over 50, so
not going to matter.
Coach Blackwell, there's a drive into left field. Left fielder running in, and it's going to fall. The wind pushed that ball away. I'm sure Dudley thought that ball was going to reach him out in left field, and it's a leadoff single for Rodolfo Anaya out into left field.
That one just died, and honestly, the shortstop Lemons might have had a play on that, but I think he gave up because he was just going out to go cut it.
I'm sure Lemons thought that ball's surely going to reach Dudley out in left field.
Exactly.
And now the winds once again blowing straight in from left field knocked that ball down. That'll bring up leadoff hitter Javier Yepes. Yepes with 2 runs today. There's a fastball on the outside edge, and it's called strike 1.
He was not expecting a fastball. Not even close.
It's Yepes' his first time to see Herrera. It's a left-on-left matchup. That ball will be crossing the left-handed hitter.
Great job by Anaya. 2-strike hitting, too.
Yes,
putting the ball in play.
There's the inside breaking ball, and it's skied. This could be trouble with the wind. Lemon's calling everybody off. That ball started it well in fair territory, and Lemons makes the catch right at the third base bag. Fine play by Lemons. It's going to be an F6 for out number 1. Yepes jammed by a fastball in underneath his hands, and he skied it to the left side. Out number 1, that will bring up left fielder Michael Ortega. Ortega is 0 for 3 on the day. He's 2 strikeouts, and he reached first base on an error. There's a pick attempt of Anaya, and he dives back in safely. Yep, he's just a little bit tardy on that inside fastball.
Double play depth there by the Sun Devils with the corners in and infielders, middle infielders playing slightly in.
There's an elevated fastball, misses for ball 1. Dangerous Tegan Maloney on deck. There's a slide move and a fastball. 2-seamer fades away. Ball 2 to Michael Ortega. I got to imagine it's very difficult for the Sun Devil coaches to position your outfielders with this wind. There's a fastball called strike on the inside corner. I would describe Mateo Herrera with some sneaky velocity, especially in the slide move, no leg lift.
Yeah, he does. He just kind of slides that foot right on out. Very quick to the plate, tough to steal on.
There's a fastball on the outside edge, and Ortega fouls it to the net straight behind. It's a 2-2 count here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Colts leading 8-0. Runner Rodolfo Anaya at first base. He led off the bottom of the 6th inning with a single out to left field. Mateo with the long look in, and Ortega asks for timeout, and the home plate umpire grants him timeout. Long look in by Mateo. Maybe he's wanting a new pitch.
Yeah, I don't think that Anaya is trying to be a stealing threat right here. So I think that was just a pitch selection.
Herrera with hands set at the base. There's the elevated breaking ball, and it misses badly. Full count. Some excitement to the field to the left of us.
Yeah, you can hear that. As a matter of fact, that may be the ball game.
Full count here. Let's see if Coach Blackwell puts Ortega in motion here. Kick, and it's an elevated fastball, and Ortega fights it off to stay alive. Anaya stayed still at first base. Good job by Mateo Herrera changing up his delivery to the plate. Higher leg lift. There's the kick again, and it's a fastball, and Ortega tomahawked that ball out the.
He did.
He may have swung at ball 4 there, but he stays alive. It's full count.
Well, he may be like me. He's looking at that new leg kick and figuring out what just happened, because he was doing the slide step, and now he's doing like the super high leg lift off of the mound.
There's a full count delivery. Another foul ball. Good job by Ortega here, staying alive. Michael, the junior left fielder, right-handed hitter. Square number 2. He wants to advance this runner for his teammate on deck, Tegan Maloney.
That's exactly what I was just about to say, Coach. Trying to get on
There's
pace.
a fastball up and in, and it catches the inside corner for a call, strike 3, and out number 2. Maloney comes to the plate. It'll be his first left-on-left matchup. His first time to see Mateo Herrera. Herrera has really done a fine job to come in here and quiet this Colt offense.
Well, and he may be their ace. I didn't look at his numbers, but
There's
he is
a
the other
step off.
senior on this roster.
He is a senior. He's got some experience. There's a high fly ball to left field, and Dudley is turning in circles.
Oh,
It's
no.
off his glove. It's going to be an error. Maloney will have no RBI on that one. Maloney gets into second base on the 2-base error on the East 7. It comes off of the glove. The wind's wreaking havoc. Dudley came running in on that. The ball went into his glove and came out.
Just a tough play for the left fielder. He backed up just like he took the steps back initially, then came in. He was right there, but the winds just kept blowing it, and he just couldn't catch it.
Yeah.
Just hit off of the glove. Just a slight misread.
It is a tough play out there in these conditions. Now the Colts with the game-winning run and a 9-0 lead at second base. Scopoletti's with a soft liner to first base, the jump throw to first base, and he'll beat it.
Pulled him off the bag.
Maloney gets pulled off the bag. Great job by the first baseman there, Ruelas, to run Maloney back to the bag. Scopoletis with the infield single, and the Colts will have runners at the corners with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Truly a heads-up play by the first baseman. Came off the bag to make the catch so you didn't have an overthrow, and then knew that Maloney was thinking about trying to come home and ran him back.
Fine defensive play by Lemons. Tried to make the jump throw a la Derek Jeter,
yes,
but not able to get the speedy Scopoletis out at first base. So that brings up Barcelo with the runner at third base. No stolen base for Scopoletis. It'll be defensive indifference there. They were going to give him the bag the whole way.
Yeah.
So Scopoletis now at second base. No force out. And Barcelo looking for his second hit. Had an opportunity there to wear one inside and load the bases, but he takes ball 2. It's 2-0 to the Colt backstop.
Barcelo came up big last inning and had, was it 1 or 2 RBI single?
It was a single. There's the ground ball back up the middle. Diving play. They're going to have a chance.
Oh, they got him.
They get him.
Great
What a
play.
fine play at second base.
Wow.
No run for the Colts. Fine play by second baseman.
Diving over the bag, makes the catch, gets up, and throws a strike to first base to get the out.
I'm assuming Gage Thompson re-entered there. He makes a diving backhanded play and gets out Barcelo by 1 inning to extend this ball game to the 7th inning. What a fine defensive play by Gage Thompson there. And Barcelo is out number 3 on the diving backhanded play, 4-3 putout. For the Colts, in the bottom of the 6th inning, it was 1 run on 1 hit, 2 runners left on base, 1 Sun Devil error, and 1 Colt run. So at the end of 6 complete innings, the Sun Devil 0, the Colts 9. We'll be back after this short break on Roswell's Talk FM Radio, 106.5 KEND.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Are rates and inflation getting you down? Roswell Nissan thinks 0 is a much better number, as in 0.0% on brand new 2025 Nissan Pathfinders, and low rates on brand new Armadas, Rogues, and Altimas. Roswell Nissan is the home of the largest used car supercenter in the state. A massive selection of trucks and SUVs, including a huge selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. And now through May 31st, get no payments for 90 days, and payments as low as $199 a month. Think low, think 0 at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
Welcome back to baseball action here. One pitch happened. It was a fastball misses up from Barcenas to Nabob. There's a fastball. It's flared to right side. Anaya comes running in. He plays the ball on 2 hops. It's a leadoff single for Jonas Nabob, who has now become the DH for the Sun Devils. Leadoff single. Looks like Coach Blackwell has decided to go all the way with Barcenas here and give him the opportunity for a complete game victory. Now up is left fielder Ethan Dudley.
So 3, 4, 5 spot hitters up here for Sun Devils, the heart of the order. 3 spot got a single.
There's another first pitch fastball, and it's fouled off to the right side. Definitely, I'm sure Coach McLean and Coach Johnson talked to their hurler, and they're like, hey, just attack hitters. We have a 9-run lead here. We are counting outs now, and the Colts are 3 outs away from the quarterfinal. There's another flare to the right side. Anaya comes running in. It's going to be a double play, except he
overthrew the first baseman.
He airmails it. Anaya got a little excited. He came running in. It is out number 1 on the F9. The runner, Mabob, was 3/4 away to second base.
I think Anaya could have ran that ball back to first base.
He could have probably run it in. That's why we try to tell outfielders, always miss low. That way, if he bounces it in, Grant's got an opportunity to dig it and complete the double play. But nonetheless, the Colts are now 2 outs away from a semifinal round. There's a pick of Barcenas over to first base, and Maboob dives back in safely. Now hitting number 35, Rowan Weiser, third baseman. Here's the delivery. It's a first pitch, fouled just wide of the third baseman, and Barcenas is up on Weisler 0-1.
Noah Martinez playing a little in there at third base, trying to get the double play ball himself. 5-4-3 or something as to that effect.
Here's the 0-1 delivery. Fastball misses up and away. My preference here, I would probably play Martinez. Even with the 9-1 lead, no doubles back. I want him to have as much range.
And that's why I said that, Coach, because I'm like, why are we not playing back? Let's get one out and not worry. Exactly. Let's take away the doubles and the triples and the.
Yes. There's a fastball painted two-seamer on the outside corner. It's 1-2 on Weisler. I'd even suggest pulling Grant Maloney off the bag and play behind.
I was thinking the same thing, Coach. Exactly.
You know, we don't want that flare down the right field line to lead to a one-out rally here for the Sun Devils. 1-2 delivery from Barcenas to Weiser. It's a swing and a miss. Strikeout, back pick attempt, and he dives back in safely. Good throw by Barcelo, but it's out number 2 on the strikeout.
They'll try to do that strikeout throwout thing that they did earlier in the ball game, but this time with the back pick. But every time he winds up to throw it back like that, I'm like, oh, come on now, don't.
Right. That'll bring up the new pitcher, Mateo Herrera. There's a swing and a miss on an elevated fastball. Mateo tried to get 9 runs back there in one swing with only 1 runner on base. He got a little big. Sure, he wants to calm down here and put a good swing on a fastball. Let's see if Barcenas climbs the ladder and see if he'll chase another elevated fastball here. There it was.
He did, but he didn't chase.
Like the pitch call coming from the dugout there.
I think they read your book of pitching right before this game, Coach, because they seem to have subscribed here. You've been calling it perfect.
Well, I wasn't fortunate enough to coach Coach McLean over at Goddard.
Okay.
He went on to have a fine career at, I believe, Clarendon Junior College and
He did go to Clarendon, yes.
And New Mexico Lobos. There's another elevated fastball he misses in. I did have the chance to coach both Brad Blackwell and Coach Robert Johnson. Johnson, one of my crafty lefties over at Goddard.
Okay. Excellent.
Here's the kick. Oh, there's a good fastball in the outside corner by Herrera there. That pitch had some good elevation for Barcenas. He's got to be approaching 90 to 100 pitches here in the 7th inning, and that he had some good velocity behind that four-seamer.
Incredibly impressed by Barcenas' effort tonight. I've seen him pitch all season, and this is probably one of the best games he's had, Coach.
Well, Coach Black will seem to be playing his cards right. There's the fastball. Misses just wide. It's full count to Mateo Herrera, and the runner over at first base, Mabob, will be off and running with this pitch. Defenders need to hold their position on this pitch. Just want to field the ball here. Barcenas needs to challenge the strike zone against Herrera. Yeah. There's a good fastball, and it's fouled off straight back. Good job by both the hitter and Barcenas. I like the elevation on there, not allowing Herrera to drop the barrel.
Sorry, I made him pause there, but I was just pointing out that Barcenas has only had 8.2 innings pitched the entire season.
Wow, he's almost matched the entire one there.
Exactly.
There's a fastball
right
that misses down in the way. See it, Dan. And he delivers a 2-out walk to Mateo Herrera. Fine at bat for the senior Mateo Herrera. He battled Barcenas. Now up at the plate, first baseman Lucas Ruelas. There's a first pitch fastball painted on the outside corner. Like when Barcenas uses the four-seamer away and the two-seamer in underneath these left-handed hitters.
As a lefty, yeah, that two-seamer probably cuts back underneath the hands back towards the batter a little bit.
He's got some good arm side run. There's another good four-seam fastball, misses just wide. Love Barcelo's their attempt to frame that into a strike, but he didn't get the call. It's 1-1 on first baseman Lucas Ruelas. There's another fastball miss. That pitch, Barcenas just didn't stay on top of it. He ran off of it and yanked that wide.
That looked like he was a little tired on that pitch, Coach.
That did. Don't blame him. He's in an opportunity here. He's one away from a complete game victory here in the quarterfinal round of this 3A state tournament. There's a changeup, bounces in, it gets by Barcelo. It's going to be a wild, not a wild pitch, that's a pass ball. Both runners advance. Mabob will be at third base on the wild pitch, and Mateo Herrera will advance to second base. There, Barcelo, it's late in this ball game, but he's got to stay focused, not get lazy back there. That ball got right through the 5-hole.
Got to figure he's still going to go after him despite the 3-run count and first base being open. Why
Correct.
not?
Fastball, and it's flared down the left field line. Just foul, and the runners will return, and that will even up the count. Or actually, it'll take the count to full on Lucas Ruelas.
Maloney, the shortstop, almost had a play on that one. He was hightailing it down the line there, knowing that the wind was going to try and blow it back to him.
That ball was sinking. Kind of scary. Might have been two runs there. Here's the kick and the full count delivery. It's a fastball to the right side. Maloney fields it, and he's going to beat Ruelas to the bag. Maloney with the fine backhanded play on Ruelas. And it'll be a 3U for out number 3. And that will do it for the New Mexico Military Institute Colts. Barcenas gets the complete game victory, and the Colts Do we know who they're going to play tomorrow?
We don't. And let me see if I can find a bracket while you stall for time here, Coach.
The Colts with a 9-0 shutout victory from, is it Nicholas Barcenas?
Yes.
Yes, Nicholas.
Yes.
Nicholas Barcenas with a complete game shutout victory. Coach Blackwell, playing his cards correct, goes with probably his number 3 pitcher, and he will advance, still having Yepes and Tegan Maloney available for the semifinal. And if they're able to win that, the final, we will try to find out who the Colts will play tomorrow. I believe it's going to be a 4 o'clock matchup. We will have that game here on Roswell's Talk FM, 106.5 KEND radio, along with KSBPTV.com audio only.
West Las Vegas, Coach, is who will be playing. They won 6-0 against St. Mike's.
The Colts will be taking on the Dons tomorrow at 4 o'clock, I believe.
Yes, sir. I believe that is correct. Was it 3:30? Now, I'm going to have to look that one up, too.
That's all right. I believe they're going to be on field 4.
Okay.
For tomorrow's matchup, but please tune in. Tomorrow we'll try to get Coach Gunn. Maybe we could get Coach Chris Cook from the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos to join us to see maybe speak on the talent he's seeing out here at the New Mexico State Tournament.
Awesome. Yes, that sounds great. And I will post the official time on our NMMI Athletics Facebook page and Instagram pages, along with pics of this game and a story write-up as well.
Awesome. We want to thank the Sports Information Director from New Mexico Military Institute, Jeff Gunn, for joining us in this broadcast. This is Coach Henry Villarreal signing off for KSVP. I want to thank my producer back in Roswell, Mike, for all of his help today. We'll tune in tomorrow for a day of baseball.
All right.
That concludes this presentation.
There was a parking area that I had available to me, but then somebody said I have no right parking there, so I had to find and improvise. So every once in a while I have to take a car to get me to my car, which is really bizarre. That's a poem. I should rap that for some reason. But in the car we were talking. I was talking to the driver. He was talking about